Well, here we are with the Kohler K141. It's a 6.5 horse, one longer, and it's a 14 cubic inch. That's what the 141 is. 140 is, or 1.4 is the cubic inch, and 1 is the cylinder. And Jaden's just removing the pan gasket. How did it go? All right?
Yep.
Little bits and pieces. It kind of split off. We're not sure whether we're going to be able to resurrect this or not. We're hoping very much so. The thing turns. Spin the flywheel there, Spike. And I'll show you here. Yeah, it runs really nice. We took the valves out, and I dropped one of the exhaust valves, and it broke in half, which is really not a happy thing. But the intake valve and everything else looks really, really nice. There's not a ridge or anything in the cylinder. It's cast iron anyways, and you can see that the piston isn't loose. It's running quite nicely. On this side of things, everything is very clean. There's no wear in the lobes or the cam or anything. It seems like it was really didn't have very many hours on it at all. It hasn't been rebuilt before. There's nothing marked on the piston anyways. Another thing about the interesting thing about this engine is that it had a forward and reversed gearbox on the back of it. I guess the guy before us had a machine shop. He must have, because it was amazingly done. And you'll see some of the still pictures that we can put together with that. But we took the forward and reverse gear off, and what we're left with is this right now. And there was also like a little damper here. It was on the front. It was like an insane little task to get it off because the nut was on the inside of this pipe, and there was scale on the inside of the pipe, so we had to scrape that all off and then get the nut off, which was just an incredible feat. Got it, penetrating fluid for about a week. Finally we got it off today, right?
Yeah.
Got her done. And it had also a little jack shaft and a starter and an alternator and a water pump. And here's another crazy thing about it. The guy had tapped and run a piece of copper pipe right through the oil pan. And this is what he used for either cooling it or running a bus heater or something. I'm not sure what the whole idea was, but it was extremely well put together, this whole thing. So here's the project and the table. And we'll check in with you in the next little while. But we're doing cool stuff like we cleaned up the head, which is in really good shape. We buffed that up quite well and sandblasted the top, so it comes up beautiful after you sandblast it. Then we're going to polish the edges. See how we've got that nice little chrome thing going on there? Put it on the high-speed polisher and then paint the rest black and do the edges kind of high-speed polish. But anyway, we need a few things. We need valves and a carburetor and, you know, a few other things. We don't even know if the points or magneto is going to be working in here, but time will tell. All right?
Yep.
All righty.